What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Talking about boxing, basketball, and football, mostly. Let's talk a little bit about Deshaun Watson, D-Watt. This trial situation, this NFL situation, it's getting serious, or it already been serious. What's going to happen with it? All right, so the Deshaun Watson thing. This is a real serious situation for the NFL. The National Football League is on full view of the public, the media, the players, and the owners right now as they try to figure out this Deshaun Watson case. What's the right amount of time he should have, or should he be suspended for these games that are coming up? What's the proper punishment for the crime, I guess? See, the problem is Roger Goodell's in a lot of scrutiny, as everybody knows who's been keeping up with this, because of the fact of a lot of people thought he had too much power, whether that was the public, the media, the players, the owners. Everybody felt like he was judge, jury, and executioner. He was making poor decisions, whether it be the Ray Rice case or the situation with the gambling or any other case that may come up, whether it's domestic violence or something that was considered detrimental to the shield, as they would say. Regardless, people didn't like him having control. They established a new collective bargaining agreement, and now it's out of his hands, right? But then Judge Roberts makes this decision on 6 games for Deshaun Watson, and people are in an uproar. So what's the proper punishment for Deshaun? Now, if you ask me, if he did it, he probably don't even deserve to be playing football in the first place. The NFL's a privilege. Playing professional sports is a privilege. An earned one, but a privilege. I come from a family raised by many women, my mom being the strongest. I know she led a crew they used to call the eviction crew. When a gentleman was disrespecting a woman in our family, they didn't even need no men to step up, even though they would when needed. They'd handle it themselves, come deep with baseball bats and broomsticks and evict the joker, as they would say, to make sure a woman had some peace. So I get the value of a lady and what she means to a family, and the respect a man should have for her, and the fact that 9 times out of 10, a man putting his hands on women or disrespecting them sexually, all that type of stuff, he's probably a joker to begin with. If he's taking advantage, you ain't got to take it. You should be asking for it and be getting it in return if they want to give it to you. So, that being said, like I said, he probably shouldn't even be playing football if he did it. The problem is he got off on the criminal charges. The problem is, even in the civil suits, nothing's been proven. This is all alleged. Some of these other issues where people got suspended, whether it be 3 games or 4 games or 8 games or whatever it is, it's been for stuff that has been quote-unquote proven. This hasn't been proven. It's been speculated. We got 2 sides, even though it's a lot of people coming at, a lot of women who have come out against Deshaun Watson. We still don't have any solid, for sure proof. So because of that, that puts the judge in a situation, and there's no precedent for it. So she went with 6 games. Now it goes back to Roger. People think, well, the NFL wanted a mandatory indefinite suspension up to a year. They was mad about the contract set up by the NFL, the team, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if I'm quite buying all that. I know they saying that because it matters for their pockets to show that they are backing women. Not to say they don't care anything about women, but the bottom dollar does factor in. And the fact that the teams lined up to take Deshaun Watson while he was going through all of this situation, even with the court cases going on, with the civil suits at least, and he got such a big deal, and the way they structured the deal, they was worrying about getting this guy back on the field. I feel like the NFL stands something to gain by getting this guy on the field. He's been off the field for a year already, so I don't know if we should be considering that or not as part of the punishment, because he ain't played. They ain't hit his pockets hard yet, but he ain't played. And for him as a professional athlete, I'm sure that hurts. So the 6 games, will they really suspend him for a whole year? I think since Roger ain't even still getting involved, he got somebody else that's going to step in to oversee or look over what Judge Roberts ruled on. I think they're going to meet somewhere in the middle. They might add on another 2 to 4 games. I don't see the whole season. I think they want to avoid the possible lawsuit that Deshaun Watson has already said he's willing to file, and the Players Association for the NFL have also backed them on that. They don't want no more drama with this. I think they just want this behind them. They want him playing football and packing the seats, having fans coming to the games, and being able to sell merchandise with his name on it. That's what my opinion is. He's now away from the Houston Texans, and he's with the Cleveland Browns, a storied franchise in the NFL, one that hasn't won a championship in who knows when, when it was the Wild Wild West out there, and they hungry for one in Cleveland. And I think that type of stuff matters more, and just not even the Super Bowl, but just a player of his magnitude being on a team as loaded as that and contributing to winning, which will eventually contribute to people being there for these games, which means money in the pockets of the NFL. So they toting the line of not pissing too many people off, especially women, and losing money from them boycotting it, the game that is, and also getting people back in the stands that want to see him play. So let's see how it plays out. Let me know what y'all think. I think max he gets 10 games. It won't be the whole year. They might hit his pockets a little bit and try to take some of that salary of next year's salary, if they can figure out a way to do that, or just fine him in general to make sure he pays some money, more than just $1 million. But other than that, I think they're going to get on to the business of football. Holla at y'all. All right, y'all, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or hit that bell. Remember, I'm on YouTube, Instagram, at the Vault JMU414 on Twitter. And of course, what's up, TikTok? I'll holler at y'all next time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Basketball, football, and boxing. Mostly. Holla.